Good morning, lovely people. Welcome back to LilyLuLou. I've missed you all. If you haven't been here before, my name is Karen, the Junk Journal Geek. And if you are a returning visitor, thank you for coming back to join me again today. And I'm sorry for another gap in videos being uploaded. I have been quite poorly. I think I had the novovirus. I was very sick for quite a few days, and yeah, I'm back today. I haven't been crafting at all, so I'm behind on all the things I wanted to do, but I'm going to be doing another design team project today for Sunny Creates, and I will leave all the links in the description box below. And I apologise for doing another design team project so soon after the last one. I didn't intend to do it that way, but I feel I need to get this done because it is towards the end of the month and I haven't done one in February yet because of being ill and everything. And not that I'm under any pressure to do so. I want to make that clear. It's purely I'm putting this on myself. I want to do one a month, and I haven't done one in February. So that's what I'm doing today. But I've got some time today to hopefully film more than one video. So I don't know what order these videos are going to go up in. So when I'm talking to you throughout the course of these videos, it might not make sense. It might be jumbled when the videos go up. So I'm going to apologise in advance. Right, so this kit is from Sunny Creates, as I say, and it's called Rose Rondevoux. Now, I will probably have a discount code for you for this, but I don't have it at the time of recording. So if and when I do get that, I will obviously pop that in the description box as well. Now, I've printed out the kit. It's 29 pages, so it's quite a nice big kit. And I have counted to make sure I have got them all this time. I've printed all of these out just on basic 80 GSM copy paper. So the colour isn't as nice as it is when you print it on decent paper, but from what I can tell, it's looking okay on camera. So anyway, so we have 4 journal cards here, and I love this kit. I love the colours. It's pinks and vintagey and right up my street. And then here we've got some labels and a nice big sort of coin envelope type thing. Then we have this lined page with the pink roses. And as you know, you can see I haven't printed these pages borderless. I just literally zoomed them out quickly on my printer. These are the main journal pages. That's the 3rd one. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. Number 7. Number 8. So that is 8 main journal pages. And I just want to make sure I keep those separate because I want to show you something in a minute. So that's the 8 main journal pages. Then we have some more ephemera bits. We've got some corner pockets here, some standard shaped pockets here. And then we have a smaller coin envelope, a tag, and another little coin type envelope. Then we have some more ephemera. We've got sort of faux postage stamp type things here. This lovely clock face. We've got some words, a bingo card, some tabs, some flags, and some little circles. And then we have some more tags and some tickets. And then we have these sort of candy stripe pages. I think there are 5 of these, if I remember correctly. That's number 3, number 4, number 5. Then we have this floral page. Then we have a bigger envelope, another journal card and another label. Then we have a plain journal page which you can use as a background page, and then we have these background pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's it. So there's 29 pages in total. So what I thought I would make today are some journal cards with secret spaces. Now the reason I wanted to keep these pages out is because I have reprinted these. Let's see if I can find this page so that you can compare it. I've printed these 2 to a page, so it's shrunk down. You can see instead of being that big, it's half the size. So I've got 2 copies of that so I can play with it. But what I wanted to show you here, this is printed on sort of photo quality paper. It's a better quality paper. It's 120 GSM, and you can see the reproduction of the colours. You know, you can see how differently they've printed. It's the same printer, the same ink. The only difference is the paper I've printed on. So this is a much truer representation of the kit colours. So I just wanted to show you that the type of paper you print any digis on does make a difference to how they will look when they come out. So, as I say, I've printed these 2 to a page. Aren't they cute? So that I've got some journal cards to play with. And they are all just, they're 2 or 3, or it might be 4 pages of these main kit pages that I have printed out at 2 to a page. So the first one I was going to do, let me see which one was I going to use. Not that one, maybe that one, maybe that one. Let's have a look. The first one I'm going to do is going to be a very, very simple sort of hidden pocket. So I'm going to use this fairly plain page, and all I'm going to do, I'm going to fold this one in half. And I'm going to pop that on there so that, I mean, you can see that there's a pocket there because of that fold. But at first glance, that is the whole page in one go, you know, and you can't see that there's a pocket there. So this one's not, you know, really, really secret. But it's the idea of it's going to be a secret pocket. So I'm not going to ink that top edge because I don't want to make it obvious that there is a pocket there. And I'm just doing these main bits today, and I may well back these later, but I'm not going to do that on camera with you today because, as I say, I've got a bit of time to do some filming and I want to try and get a few videos done, and I'm not sure how much time I have because I'm actually doing this while my husband is in hospital having a minor op. So they could call me at any time to go and pick him up. So I want to make the most of being here alone, quiet. Well, I'm not alone actually. My middle daughter is upstairs in bed still. And obviously Max is here. He may well, you know, yeah, there he goes. There he goes. Sorry about that. I think he's stopped. I did have the radio on earlier and he was nice and quiet because he doesn't hear so much of what's going on outside when the radio's on, but I think that it might pick it up on camera, you know, the radio in the background as I'm filming, and I don't want to have any, you know, copyright issues or violate any rules. So I've turned the radio off. Consequently, Max can hear more of what's going on outside, so he is more likely to make a noise, I'm afraid. Let's pop the ink there, Karen, so you don't have to keep stretching over. So I've just folded this piece of paper in half and glued it together. So we've got a nice, you know, sturdy edge there. And I'm going to place this on here and glue it down so that it's, you know, in line with the paper underneath, so that this is all continuous. And then I may well, once I've packed it on something, I may well stitch around this as well, but I'm not going to, as I say, worry about that today because I want to try and get as much done as possible in the time that I have. So let's pop this down, and I'm just making sure I've got this paper the right way up. There's, I don't know if you can see in the background, there's very faint script. Is the camera picking that up? I think you can just see that on camera. So I'm trying to make sure before I stick anything down, I've got it the right way. Right, that's going that way. I think it's the right way up. So let's try and get some glue flowing. As I say, I haven't been crafting for days, probably over a week actually, what with one thing and another. So, oh yes, it's come out jolly good. Right, let's pop this on here in case it squidges. Right, actually, I want to tap it like that so that I make sure I get my edges as lined up as I possibly can, to try and make sure that that is all in the right place, to make it as unnoticeable as possible. And of course my glue has squidged out, making a mark, so that's not going to help, is it? Making it invisible. So I'm going to leave that one to dry. So that's our first secret space. And then I'm going to look at another one. I want to do one with a bit of fussy cutting, and pop the fussy cut bit on top as a tuck spot. So like here, if I could fussy cut these and then stick that on top, it will sort of be a, yeah, I might do this one because I could actually cut it quite, no, I'm not going to do that one, it's too simple. I want to do something a bit more exciting. Let's have a look. Right, see here, like this. I want to, let's pop my lid back on my glue. Can't get my words out today. You can tell it's a while since I was filming last. I want to cut out this little bunch of roses and stick it on top this little bunch of roses, so that it's a tuck spot that you don't really know is there at first glance. So I need my little snips to do this, and I'm just looking at how much I'm actually going to if I can try and do the whole actual floral arrangement, I can stick it on like a belly band type affair. So let's see if I can do that. If I can't, well, no, let's not say if I can't. Let's just say we're going to do it. Let's be positive, Karen. I am going to cut this whole floral arrangement out. Now the only thing is, I'm going to need to ink the edges a little bit, because this is white paper. They will really show if I don't ink them, but by inking them it makes it a bit more obvious that it is a cutout. I think that will be all right. I mean, we don't want people to not know it's there at all, which they won't, because obviously we'll be tucking something in, won't we? So, but when there isn't anything tucked in, I want it to be secret. So how is everybody today? I hope you are all well, and that you haven't been taken down by this horrible bug that's been going around. So many people have had it, and I was really lucky I didn't pass it on to my husband, because as I say, he's gone in for this minor op today, but he's been waiting for this operation since, I think it was the year before lockdown. So it's like 4 years he's been waiting to have this operation. And you know, we were a bit worried that the week before I get a sickness bug, if I'd given it to him, then obviously there's no way they would have let him go in and have the operation. So we were very, very careful, stayed well away from each other. But my granddaughter was sick just once. She wasn't very bad. My daughter had it, and both my grandsons have had it. And I've just heard of so many people having this horrible sickness bug. But luckily I was the only one in this house to come down with it, which is great, because my middle daughter starts her new job on Monday. So wouldn't have been a very good start if she's, you know, sick before she's even started. So luckily everybody else escaped, thank goodness. I think I was quite well prepared today. I had the idea of what I wanted to do. I don't know where this came from. I knew I wanted to do something with this kit. I thought it was absolutely beautiful. And as I was printing it out, I just thought, I just had the idea that so many of these pages I could hide little secret spots, you know, with the journaling spots or places to tuck things. And it just came to me as I was printing it all out. So as I say, I printed out all the pages so that I could show you what was in the kit, and then I printed out the pages that I thought I might want to use to do this. So I thought I was quite well organised, but obviously hadn't gone as far as fussy cutting the bits I wanted to use. So I hope you don't mind and you're bearing with me as I work my way round. But you can always fast forward this bit, can't you? It's a bit late now, nearly at the end, but I'm sure you've got brains enough to know that you can fast forward the boring bits if you want to. Right, so let's just try and put a little tiny bit of ink on these edges just to cover the white bits. As I say, I don't want it to really stand out too much, but I also don't, it's going to stand out either way, isn't it? It's either going to have inked edges or white bits showing. So we just very gently go around there. I still haven't gone and got my little mini daubers down from the bedroom. Mind you, I can't say I've done very much at all over the last few days. So my idea is, if I can match this up, you won't really know it's there. And if I can just pop the two sides down, like so, I haven't got anything little. This can be a little tuck spot, a little belly band. So that's what I'm going to do there. So I wonder what type of glue would be best there. I'll do the glue stick, and then if it lifts I can go in with the little edge afterwards. So I only want the little middle bit to be free for sticking. So now we've got to line this up as carefully as possible. Concentrating. Now I'm assuming that because that's only a little spot, you'd only ever put, you know, something tickety in there. Where's those tickets? Shall we cut one out and tuck one in? Because I'm thinking this might be a bit precarious. But it's fun. Oh, here we go. Let's quickly snip one of these out. Normally all things like this I would back. I was thinking about that rose. Maybe I should have stuck that on this. Maybe I should have stuck it onto something a bit sturdier and then fussy cut it so that it would withstand use a little bit better. But it's all digital, so I can always, you know, redo it if I think it's going to be too flimsy. But say, I don't think you'd be putting anything major in and out there because it's just a little tuck spot. So that, or has my glue gone too far? Here we go. So there's a little tuck spot there, but when you take that out, you'd never know. So that's my second little secret spot. And then what else was I thinking of doing? Oh yeah, on this one I was going to, I was thinking about maybe just doing a corner. That's quite similar to the first one I did, isn't it? This one was going to be another chopped off bottom and go in. I'm just looking to see oh, I know what I wanted to do. I wanted to see if I could find I wanted to cut the middle of this out and stick it on top so that you could just poke things around the side, but I wasn't sure about actually fussy cutting it, and I was wondering if I could maybe just cut some sort of oval shape or something out of the middle, but I need to find something to draw around to do that. Oh, I wonder what that would look like, so that it's, should we have a go at that? Find a pencil. So you have to let me know what you think of these ideas. I just think it's something different, and I'm hoping that with this kit, I'm hoping to make a journal, and I have it's for somebody in particular. You know, I'm not just making a journal, I know who I'm making it for. So this will be a start on the ephemera. So I know that's wonky, but it means that I didn't have to worry too much about these shapes, you know, the edges of the flowers and the leaves. I don't even know if you can see that where I've drawn. Now, do I have a knife here? I do have a knife here. Do I have a metal ruler here? I do have a metal ruler here. Maybe I was more organised than I gave myself credit for this morning. Oh, come on, come out. I've got a metal ruler, but I can't get it out of the bag. Right, so let's have a go and see if we can cut this shape out. A bit more pressure than that, Karen. I think I need to extend these lines actually, because they're a bit rounded, which I like, but I don't know if I'm pushing my luck trying to cut rounded corners with a craft knife. I might try and go around that leaf. This is going to be fun. It seemed like a good idea at the time. Well, if you don't try, you never know, do you? So it's all digital, so they can all be reprinted and do it again. And the bits you waste never go to waste, because you can always reuse them somewhere else. So, right. Yeah, that's gone through now. I'm not sticking my head in the camera. Now I'm going to go down to this leaf, and then I'm going to try to cut round the leaf. I hope you're finding this interesting today, not too quiet. So although it's a long time since I did any filming, I don't really have much to chat about because I've basically been laying either in bed or on the settee for the last few days. So, right, let's pop that out. And there I've got another little journaling spot to tuck somewhere else. Probably need backing on onto something, but I'm going to try and rub these pencil marks out. I was a bit heavy-handed there. Oh, that might be a mark on the paper. I think that's actually part of the design and I'm trying to rub it out. I'm just wondering if I should have gone past and folded the edges back, but I don't know if I'm being a bit too... now, I've got something upside down because the lines are not lining up. So I don't know how I've done this. But my images are not lining up. So I'd need to move that up there. That lines that up. And then when I stick these together, I will have to cut the excess off that's overhanging there. Interesting. Not sure how I feel about this because I feel like my cutting's not really neat enough. And it doesn't, because it's a bit messy, it's not really hidden. And my idea was to have, you know, so that at first glance you didn't know it was there. But you can, that is pretty obvious that it's there, isn't it? So I don't really know about this one. I don't think that's particularly successful. I'll go with it because you know, it's still an interesting piece of ephemera, but I think this is not a secret spot. I think this is a non-secret spot, and I think it might need decorating to make it even less secret, to make it look more acceptable. So I'm going to ink it as I would if I wasn't trying to hide it. I'm going to stick it on, and that will be a not so secret spot to tuck things. Now I'm popping glue. I'm not going just around the edges because if we tuck things in, we don't want them falling down to the bottom and then we can't get them back out again. So I still want to line this up. Still want to line my lines up. And we'll trim those edges off afterwards. Well, that's an interesting one. Let's leave it at that. So I've put glue sort of up to here all the way around so that we can tuck little things in, but they're not going to fall down and then we can't get them out again. So I'm just tucking tickets into these just so that we can, you know, get an idea of what they're going to look like when the thing's in use. So let's just cut this out again. And then that can, you know, you could tuck something, she says, in here or up here. So that one wasn't really a success, but we had a go. Now, the final one I wanted to do was to take these fancier ones. I'm just going to glue them together, but leave the side open so that there's a secret pocket. I was going to do it that way, that's right. I was going to do it this way so that it just looks like, you know, it's a journal card with the same thing on each side. Or I could use two different ones. Should we do that? Make it more interesting. Maybe one on the other side that you could write on. Oh, let's use that one then, because that's got writing space. Sorry, I'm faffing about here, aren't I? If I pop these two together, then you've got writing space there. It just looks like a normal journal card, but it's going to have a pocket in there. So I'm going to glue that on the three sides. And as I say, I probably will stitch around some of these, and they may need to be, especially this one, will probably need to be trimmed because it's two different things. And it's going to play about now and not want to let me have any wiggle room at all. And that's not on. We need a bit of wiggle, don't we? So obviously this is going to need a bit of trimming to get them to be the same size. I'll just trim them roughly now with my scissors, and I can do them on the guillotine off camera after you've gone, to make sure they're straight, because they're not going to be straight with me using a pair of scissors, are they? Let's face it. Maybe I should have done my craft knife again. I should do more with the craft knife because I feel like I really need to practice. So we can do proper inking all the way around on this. I mean, you could even go further with, like this one, we could even add another, you know, secret pocket on the front so that you've got another secret space to tuck things. You could go to town, couldn't you? So there we have a journal card. Turn it over, we've got journaling space. But hey presto, in the middle, we have a little secret pocket where we can tuck secret things. I might just give that a bit of a zhuzh along that inside edge. Should have done that before I stuck them together, but I didn't, so there you go. We've got this one with the secret pocket, got this one with a secret pocket, which I think on camera that looks more successful than it does in real life, but I mean it was never going to be 100% hidden. It's just that at first glance you can't see it's there. Then we've got our little rose belly band, which I think that one's quite successful. And then we've got this one that's not hidden at all. It just was a bit of an error, but at least we gave it a try, and we've got something we can use. Obviously, again, that needs trimming down the edges and inking and everything. But anyway, I hope you found that interesting today. Thank you for joining me. Look after yourselves, stay safe and well, and I'll be back again very soon with another video for you all. Take care and thanks for watching. Enjoy your own crafty time.